No kisses. Is it playing?
Who does that?
All right. Today I'm going to teach about the Jehovah False Witness. The Jehovah False Witness. The Watchtower Society is in place of Jesus Christ. In the late 1800s, Charles T. Russell started his own Bible study in Pennsylvania. Created the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. He borrowed the thought from Nelson Barber, a New York Second Adventist. Nelson claimed that Jesus would return in 1799. In 1874, Jesus supposedly returned invisibly. The world would end in 1914. In 1879, Russell was 27 years old. He believed that these dates were given by God. He sold his things, created the Zion Watchtower. Then, early watchtowers used Masonic symbols, the Knights Templar, and pyramids. Also on Russell's gravestone, it's a pyramid. The Watchtower publications are full of subliminal messages. Watchtower 1995, page 35, has a picture of Baphomet on it. Friday the 13th came from October 13th, 1307. King Philip IV arrested and tortured everybody that worshipped the Knights Templar. And that's where Friday the 13th came from. July 1879, Zion Watchtower, he states, "A truth by Satan is true." Charles said reading the Bible alone would cause spiritual darkness. 2 Timothy 3:16 says different. It says that the Bible is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction in righteousness, that the man of God may be thoroughly furnished unto all good works. Russell said the end of the world would be in 1914, 1915, 1918, I'm pretty sure 1925, 1931, and 1974, and 1975, and I think 1995, but I could be wrong on those other dates. Charles Russell died in 1916, October 31st, which is Halloween in 1916. Then in Joseph Rutherford, a Missouri lawyer, became the second president of the Watchtower in 1917. He convinced everyone that in 1925 Jesus would return. And they sold their houses and didn't grow their crops. He deeded his mansion to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, so they would have a place when they were resurrected. Rutherford became a modern-day millionaire. He convinced all the followers to sell tracts door to door and encouraged his followers not to get married. It's better to proclaim the kingdom. In 1933, there were 403 radio stations. Rutherford died in 1942. In 1948, the Watchtower Society sold Rutherford's property. Watchtower policies put above the Bible. In 1955, the New International Bible was created, the NIV. And I could be wrong, but I think that the New World Translation was translated from the New International Version because it's missing the same Bible verses. Dr. Manti, a Greek scholar, says the New World Translation is a shocking mistranslation, obsolete, and incorrect. If you look up the Watchtower in the Watchtower Library, the 2010, you can look at Raymundus. And the first time the name Jehovah was ever used was in the year 1270 in his book Pugio Fidel. Raymundus Martini was a Spanish monk in Latin. They did not have a word for God, so Raymundus mixed Hebrew and Greek Yahweh and Adonai to equal Yahweh, which is Latin. And then Jehovah was created after that from Yehovah. And then Jehovah was Latinized, I guess you could say. If you go to Aid to Bible Understanding, page 884 and 885, that explains where the name Jehovah came from. But if I'm not mistaken, they've actually taken it out because my Jehovah Witness friend Steve looked it up and he couldn't find it. The Jehovah Witnesses tell everybody don't get married, work full-time for the Watchtower. Carl Olaf Johnson was disfellowshipped after reading the Bible by himself for 7 years, trying to get information to put in the Watchtowers and the Awakes. But they disfellowshipped him because of all the information he had. Russell said reading the Bible alone would cause spiritual darkness. From 1963 to 1985, the Jehovah Witness religion grew from 1 million to 3 million. Thousands of Jehovah Witnesses died from suicide and mental illness. Thousands dead from no blood. Blood, getting it pumped in your body. Genesis 9:4 didn't say anything about blood transfusions. It just says don't eat blood. Genesis 9:4, Leviticus 19:26, Deuteronomy 12:16, and Deuteronomy 12:23. They all say don't eat blood. Nowhere in the Bible does it talk about any kind of blood transfusions. In 1983, Dr. Vlad Chilips, his mother was convinced by the elders and Watchtower Society not to take her insulin, and she died. Mary and Paul Filado in late 1980s, their baby needed a blood transfusion. The elders said no. The courts said to force the blood transfusion, give the baby a blood transfusion. The elders said that they would get a helicopter and smuggle the baby out. Mary and Paul said no, and they were disfellowshipped. The Jehovah Witnesses baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit-directed association. Most Jehovah Witnesses are afraid to get disfellowship because they will lose family and friends. They will leave you and forsake you. But Jesus won't leave you or forsake you. I understand that a Jehovah Witness has everything to lose because everybody follows, everybody, they listen to the Watchtower Society and make that their God. They believe that the mediator between God and man is the Watchtower Society. You can get in a picture. Vester Lee Flanagan II, 41 years old. He is the man that killed the cameraman and the anchor woman on ABC News, and Dylan Roof, the Virginia Tech shooter. They were both raised Jehovah Witnesses, their families. I don't know all the details. Now, there's a lot of racism in the Jehovah Witness religion, but they stopped it in I think it's 1973. They finally say racism is not in the Bible. And I'm not going to tell everybody about the different racism of the past, but the Jehovah Witnesses were heavy-duty racists in the past. Rutherford said in 1917, the Watchtower was God's only channel for communication. In 1931, he assumed the name of Jehovah's Witnesses. also said he was Jehovah's mouthpiece and began to write Watchtower by himself. In 1908, Russell moved Watchtower headquarters from Pennsylvania to Brooklyn, New York, 17th Hicks Street. Many scandals followed Russell. He sold miracle wheat, divorce, and alimony. He was perjured on the witness stand. Russell left school at age 14 with no training in Hebrew or Greek. After Rutherford was Nathan H. Knorr till 1977. Currently, a group of men control the Watchtower Society. Exodus 12:49, Exodus 22:21, and Matthew 28:19 say don't be a racist. So people shouldn't be racist. Here's a picture of how to explain God. Okay, God is triune. You got the Father, the Holy Spirit, you got the Son. Okay, the Father is not the Son, the Holy Spirit is not the Father, and this is don't stick your tongue in my mouth. That's disgusting. That's the Trinity. That's how it's explained. And you need to, if you want to know about the Trinity, just look at 1 John 5:7 says there's three that bear witness in heaven. The Father, the Word, and the Holy Spirit. And these three are one. I'll get more information, whatever I can get. If you have any comments or anything, you can call me. Read, believe, and obey the Bible, and you don't have to listen to what I say. God bless, and see ya.